When I was searching on my topic, which is the slow food movement, I saw there is a relationship between how we grow our food, what people eat, and long term public health. What is slow food movement? And the slow food movement is an international movement founded by Carlo Petrini in 1989. It is a network committed to changing the way food is currently produced and consumed. Every year number of people seems to be overweight, and parallel to that number of people being diagnosed to diabetes are increasing. There are a lot of problems why we have that. Today many people think it is a lack of exercise, and many people think it is because we eat too much fast food. But reality is that when we do eat out more often, we do lose control over proportion size, we lose what goes into the food, and we are also kind of losing our food culture. We lose the capacity to know what to do with food when we have it. There is a network of slow food. In that network, more than 80,000 members in over 129 countries that make up 800 convivia. The convivia is a group of people who care what they eat. So there are 1600 food communities, 5,000 food producers, 1,000 cooks, and 400 academics from 150 countries that represent and participate in Terra Mater. We will talk Terra Mater in the last of that presentation. So there is now the food community. All the people involved in producing and distributing food that are closely linked to a geographic area from a historic, social, and culture point of view. So this is the community in which everybody come, and the people who care about the food, and food communities make quality products in a sustainable way. And what does raw food do? It defends our right to pleasure. In right to pleasure, everyone has the fundamental right to share everyday's joys food has to order, and consequently the responsibility to protect the heritage of food culture that makes the pleasure possible and promotes good, clean, and fair food, and support local food. In that means what kind of food is low? Good, clean plus fair is equal to sustainable quality food. That means the food grow should be in good condition, clean and fair. That means no pesticide, nothing. The pesticide and that stuff which farmer use to take insects away from the plant, so they use pesticides, and which is really, this is not good for our health. It tastes good and give us pleasure to eat the food which is low, and there is no pesticides in it, and we can see the way the produce respect the clean environment, animal welfare, and our health. If the animals are in good condition, so we are in good condition because we are eating fish and stuff, because they used to use different kind of medicines and that things which affect animals and plant, and after that they affect us when they eat animals and plants. Those who produce it should receive, that means fair. Yeah, it's our responsibility that we just want our farmers and farmers family to have a nice lifestyle, so we need to able to pay a little more for our food so that we can ensure that happen. So it not mean that when we give when they are giving something good to us and we will pay less to them. No, it's our responsibility to pay a little bit more to them so they will have a nice lifestyle. And global result for sure for that stuff. uh, the Carlo Petrini. Carlo Petrini is the same person who in who started that slow food movement. There is some words of her opening speech of Terra Mater in 2006. She said, "Our vision is not an archaic one, but rather a particular modern one. The dignity of the local economy is the last thing that allows the realization of what is fast becoming an oxymoron: sustainable dependent. Social sustainability must be sought as much with our action at a global level as at a local level. We can do our part as an international organization as well individual conviva and food communities." So they encourage local food. So why this movement encourage local food? Because it is a fresh, the local food will have a fresh taste, like we will know what is in the food, and it will be fresh because there is no transportation. Moreover, when they do transportation from one place to another place, so it is a sort of pollution, and like packaging and all transportation. So when it will be local, so there will be less pollution, and we will eat pure things and fresh things, and we will get better knowledge what we are eating and how it is produced, and preservation and protection of the local landscape and regionality. Like see, there's some lines which I like when I was searching my this presentation. It's by the Carlo Petrini and Wendell Berry. The Wendell Berry says eating is an agriculture act, and Carlo Petrini said a co-producer is a consumer who knows and understands problem of food production, quality economics and processing requirement, the culinary aspect. It's not just someone who consumes, it is that they want to know. Like when we go out and buy food from our local farmers, we are completing the loop, and we are helping them to be successful, and we come home with quality food, and the food we need to do something with, and we don't know it's pure or not. It's not pure. And there is the University of Gastronomic Science. That was the first academic instruction dedicated to the study of gastronomy, and these students go to the field trip and they get to know what is going, and how can we improve that movement, and how can we improve the health of the people of over the world. And then the project of activities and event Terra Mater network meeting. This is the Terra Mater we talked in the third slide of our presentation. So what this said, um, Terra Mater said to recognize the work of farmers, fishermen, and the breeders from all over the world, and provides the opportunity for them to meet and exchange experience, to encourage a sustainable approach to food production that opposes the standardization of taste, food, multinational corporation dominance, and the false promise of GMOs, to grant every person and people's right to food sovereignty. In this Terramid network meeting, the first edition was in 2004 and second edition was in 2006, and there was more than, I think, more than 1600 groups participate in that meeting. And this regional meeting is from Sweden, Brazil, Middle East, and North Africa, with more to be held soon. And the main motive of that meeting was protecting biodiversity, and the foundation was created in 2003 to support Slow Food Foundation for Biodiversity projects that defend our world heritage of diverse crop, animal breeds, and fruit traditions. because it's now this is the time we really need to care about our food, because a lot of pesticides are used nowadays. A lot of pesticides are using in our food. Arc of Taste, created in 1996. After 2000 or 2001, there was a great increase in the, like, people really care about what they eat, and they used to and after that a lot of laws and a lot of groups, a lot of movements made by slow food movement. And Presidia, created in 2000, small project designed to offer food producer direct on-site support, like for local, and they grew their food in local, and that is fresh food, no pesticide, a slow food but better food for our health. In the last, campaigns and communication to raise public awareness slow food. So a lot of editions of books, magazines and newsletters are editing, like after a week, after a month, to aware people and launch campaigns like raw milk cheese and fair that was in Italy, like sustainable fish consumptions, and offer constantly update news and information at www.slowfood.com. That's the site which I used for that all information and some pictures. Thank you so much.